Tehseen, I think it's only fair I start with you. You and I have agreed on this. This match should not have taken place. It did. It was won. And then just like things we've never seen before, not even in an India-Pakistan standoff took place, including Mohsin Naqvi running away from the field with the trophy. The Indian player said, "Hum inse nahi lenge." He ran with it. I don't know what he'll do with it because it doesn't belong to Pakistan. It is all so bizarre. What are you feeling today after all this has happened?
So thank you, Barkha. Thank you for having me on the show. At the onset, I didn't watch a single ball of the Asia Cup 2025. I think it is terrible that India participated in it. I think it is terrible that this match took place. I'm very happy that our team won. I support our team. Whatever actions our cricketers took was done because the BCCI asked them to take those actions. And it's because people like me, Abhijit Iyer, Mitra, Kushal Mehra, Mr. Pai's tweets I've read, you, Barkha, people have raised their objection. Therefore, the BCCI was forced to act. This was not a natural act. If I may go back, when the Asia Cup trophy and logo was revealed, the same Mohsin Naqvi, the Indian team, shook hands with him. Again, I'm not blaming the cricketers. Cricketers are merely contractors. They don't have any power in their hand. So for me, those cricketers are my hero. But what's really left me astounded is two things. One, BCCI can have all these antics on the field, but they could not isolate Pakistan. Then what kind of a superpower in cricket are we, or in the Asian Cricket Council? And any lie that is told, we've said this, debunked this many times with you, Barkha. There's no chance of us not getting the Olympics. This is not an ICC event. We boycotted the Asia Cup before, and we've even boycotted the finals of a Davis Cup versus South Africa, where the whole world stood by India in 1974 and said no, South Africa should not have been played. So India has a moral high ground. So I forgot why we did not take it. But number two, my heart goes out to those victims in Pahalgam, the family members, those martyrs who lost their life in Operation Sindoor, and those who were also victims of Pakistan shelling. Pakistan and India are not one country. Anyone who advocates dialogue with Pakistan, I believe, is doing so out of naivety or out of some Aman ki Asha ka tamasha. Pakistanis by nature want to see the end of India. Mohsin Naqvi wants to nuke us. Their present cricketers wanted to enslave our women. Their present cricketers were cheering Pahalgam. And to make it worse, even the cricket commentators and analysts want the cricket team to break down Somnath Mandir. This is a country that's living in filth. There is no point in engaging in them, because if you engage with a pig in muck, you are the only one going to get dirty. And that's what Pakistan's proved with their actions on the field, including the actions of that AK-47 or the planes being allegedly drowned.
Yeah, but can I ask you briefly, the Prime Minister invoked Operation Sindoor in his congratulatory message to the team, and then Mohsin Naqvi, of course, retorted back, right? It says everything about Mr. Naqvi, presenting himself as a so-called sports person in that context. Obviously, he wasn't. What did you think of the Prime Minister's comments, given that you felt that the game should not have been played at all?
I was very disappointed with the Prime Minister. I've supported him during Operation Sindoor. I believe his government led the government fantastically for our armed forces to achieve the kind of success we achieved in Operation Sindoor. I believe that was war. You can't mix the two and try and bring that in. What our armed forces sacrifice? What those people in Pahalgam sacrifice? What the other civilians in Jammu sacrifice with the shellings in Rajouri, etc. Remember, this was a country that wanted to send missiles on the Golden Temple and Mata Vaishno Devi Temple. How can you compare this with Operation Sindoor? That it was a fantastic game. I have not seen it. I give the Prime Minister, he could speak about it. But to compare it to war, I think it cheapens what our armed forces have achieved. Again, I have so much respect for the Prime Minister, but we've all stood by him. He said Operation Sindoor was not over. Is this Operation Sindoor? Is this how it continues? Then make it clear. Then if this continues, then why not get their actors and humiliate them? Why not do something? So I just feel this is now gone. I don't think if somebody the stature of the Prime Minister, it behove him to make a tweet like that. Perhaps he did it to sort of get the political initiative back.
Yeah.
Just two quick points. Number one, irrespective of what side of the ideology we are, and I am anti-BJP, Operation Sindoor and Pahalgam, we stood by our government. And as Mohanji rightly said, they opened pants and checked people's penises and then shot them dead based on how it was. This is the most brutal crime in the history of humanity. And we've normalized relations and given that country respectability by giving them money. We've given them 35 crore rupees and we've given them an international standing. Now, sir, Mohsin Naqvi made those comments, including about nuking us, way before this tournament was announced. Right? Operation Sindoor happened in April and the skirmishes continued till May. We knew what Mohsin Naqvi, Shahid Afridi, and other Pakistani cricketers were doing in April, May, June. For you to now justify it and then say, oh, we are not shaking hands, is only because people like us put pressure on BCCI. It is not a stand you all have taken, sir.